A red Daruma doll stands at the front of a classroom, smiling like a toy. Two students panic and run for the door. The doll turns its head. Their heads explode instantly. No warning, no second chance, just blood across the walls and a room full of teenagers realizing the same thing at once. This is not a prank. It is a children's game, and losing means death. That morning, Shun Takahata had no idea he was about to get exactly what he asked for. He was just a bored high school student in Tokyo, tired of a life that felt too easy, too predictable, too safe. So he asked the gods for something exciting. Then the gods answered. The doll announces Daruma-san ga koronda, the Japanese version of red light, green light. When the doll looks away, they can move. The second it turns back, they freeze. Anyone still moving dies. A student named Satake notices a button on the doll's back. If someone presses it before the timer runs out, the game ends. But the doll keeps changing the rhythm, speeding up its phrase, tricking desperate students into moving at the wrong second. One by one, they burst apart. With 10 seconds left, only Shun and Satake remain. Satake lowers himself and lets Shun climb on his back. Shun launches forward, reaches over the doll, and hits the button with 1 second left. For the first time, the room goes quiet. Then Satake smiles, thinking they both survived. His head explodes. The doll calmly explains the final rule. Only the one who pressed the button wins. Shun survived because Satake helped him, and Satake died because the game never cared about teamwork. Shun is left alone with the bodies of his class. He screams for help, but the doll only gives him one clue. The mouse is ready, and the cat is coming. The classroom door opens. Outside stands his childhood friend, Ichika Akamoto, shaking in fear. She survived the same game in another room, and everyone around her died too. The phones have no signal. Every exit is locked. Only one door opens, the gym. Inside, other survivors are waiting. Some are wearing rat costumes. On the floor, a message says, "Give the bell to the cat." Before anyone can understand it, the ground opens, and a giant maneki neko rises up. The lucky cat comes alive, stretches its neck, and swallows a student whole. The gym erupts. Students scatter. Ichika finds a bell. Shun sees a hoop hanging from the cat's collar. The rule finally makes sense. Someone has to throw the bell into the hoop. A basketball player tries first. His shot is perfect, but the cat blocks it, throws the bell back, and crushes him against the wall. Shun notices the cat attacks rat costumes first. He tells everyone to take them off. For 1 second, it looks like he saved them. Then the cat attacks everyone anyway. With 3 minutes left, Ichika falls beside the bell, and the cat moves toward her with its mouth open. Shun puts on a rat costume and runs in front of it, turning himself into bait. That is when he hears the cat's voice. It keeps saying its back is itchy. The costume lets Shun understand the monster, so he climbs onto the cat's back and scratches. Ichika joins him. Then the others climb up too, until the cat finally falls asleep. But the moment they have a chance to win, fear ruins everything. The students argue over who gets to throw the bell, remembering Satake's death. Their voices wake the cat, and it slices two of them apart. Shun hides the bell inside a torn basketball, wraps it in a rat costume, and uses Ichika as a distraction. He throws the ball toward the hoop, but it falls short. Then a wild student named Takeru Amaya drops from above, grabs the ball, and dunks it through the hoop. The cat shuts down. Only Shun, Ichika, and Amaya are declared winners. The others think they are safe until Amaya starts knocking them unconscious with an iron bar. He says God chose them, and only chosen people deserve to live. Ichika calls him insane. Amaya turns on her. If watching the worst person survive made you angry, subscribe. But before he can attack, the cat releases sleeping gas. All three collapse. When Shun wakes up, he is inside a giant cube floating over Tokyo. News reports show the same cubes above cities everywhere. Teenagers are disappearing across the world. The classroom was not the nightmare. It was only the first round. In Shun's room are three other survivors, an arrogant genius named Taira, a terrified girl named Yumi, and Shoko Takase, a girl Shun used to know before she transferred away. Then four Kokoshi dolls invite them to play Kagome Kagome. One player sits blindfolded while the dolls circle and sing. When the song stops, they have 10 seconds to guess which doll is behind them. A wrong answer means death. Tara goes first, confident he can solve it. He fails. The dolls fire a beam and his head smashes into the floor until he dies. Yumi panics next. She takes too long to answer, tries to run, and the dolls tear her apart. Shun volunteers before Shoko breaks down. Blindfolded, he listens carefully. When the dolls call time early, he reveals he recorded the round. Only 6 seconds passed, the dolls kept the same order, and the same voice always announced the end. He guesses correctly. The dolls crumble into dust, leaving behind a key. In the corridor, Shun and Shoko meet other survivors with keys. Alone, Kokeshi is hunting anyone who walks alone, so everyone has to hold hands to stay safe. Then Shun hears Ichika scream. He lets go and runs to her. He reaches her just before the doll can strike, but the group still needs 7 keys to escape. With time almost gone, Amaya appears and throws the missing keys at their feet. Smiling like he has been enjoying every second, they open the next door and step into a snow-covered world. A giant polar bear snowboards down a mountain and lands in front of them. The first games tested movement and courage. This one tests something worse, trust. The bear announces an honesty test. It will ask questions. If someone lies, the group must identify the liar. Choose wrong, and someone dies. The first question seems harmless. Favorite food? The bear says someone lied. The students panic and accuse a boy Shun barely knows. The bear crushes him instantly. Then it asks who likes Shun. Ichika and Shoko say yes. Amaya says yes too. The bear smells another lie. Everyone turns on Shoko because she came from another school. Shun defends her, but fear wins. The bear crushes her. Then Shun sees the truth in the blood. When Shoko died, her blood splashed across the bear and washed away its white paint. Underneath, the fur is black. The polar bear is not a polar bear at all. It is the liar. There was never an imposter. The bear invented one to make them murder each other. The monster attacks in rage, misses, and falls into a boiling hot spring. Its body melts as it screams, and the next door opens. Only Shun, Ichika, Amaya, and a few survivors reach the final stage, a deadly version of Kick the Can. One player becomes the demon. Everyone else hides until sunset. If the demon sees a player's face, says their name, and steps on the can, that player is captured. To free everyone, someone must kick the can. But the dolls add one detail. The can contains a bomb. Whoever kicks it dies. The demon is chosen. It is Amaya. He starts hunting immediately. 2 students try to fight him, and he destroys them. Ichika hides nearby, but Amaya sees her move and realizes Shun is close too. Shun lowers himself toward the can with a rope, but Amaya blocks the area. Ichika gives herself up to buy time. Amaya knocks her unconscious and keeps searching. As sunset approaches, Shun finds old plate armor and puts it on. His plan is simple: use the armor to survive the explosion, but the armor is too heavy. He can barely walk. Amaya laughs, removes Shun's helmet, and starts walking back to the can to capture him. Then he feels something pull tight around his waist. A chain. Shun had secretly attached one end to the armor and looped the other around Amaya. Now the demon cannot reach the can. Shun jumps off the edge into the sea, dragging the armor down with him. Underwater, he slips free. Amaya is stuck fighting the weight while Shun climbs back up and runs. Amaya breaks loose and charges after him. Shun reaches the can first. He kicks it. Everyone waits for the explosion. Nothing happens. The dolls laugh. There was never a bomb. They only said that to make the game more interesting. Shun wins, but the relief lasts only a few seconds. The survivors receive popsicles as a reward. Shun sits beside Ichika, exhausted, finally believing the nightmare might be over. Then he notices writing on his stick. He survived. Ichika reads hers and starts crying. Her stick says she is eliminated. The dolls explain the final rule. Every game tested something different: intelligence, courage, teamwork, instinct. But the last judgment is pure luck. Ichika did everything right. She survived the school, the cat, the cube, the bear, and Amaya. And none of it matters. A beam of light hits her and she disappears with the other losers. Shun is sent back to the world with Amaya, the one person he never wanted beside him. Outside, people watch the cubes and call the survivors the children of God. But Shun knows the truth. He did not become chosen because he was stronger, smarter, or better. He survived because the gods turned human life into a game, and at the very end, they flipped a stick.